Ow! What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on, my saints? What's going on, y'all? I'm back. I'm back, and I'm back. Well, guess what? Another Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 7, episode 11 review. Are you ready to get your life? Because I am. How are you doing, my saints? I hope you're doing very well. I hope you're blessed and highly favored because you're going to get your life watching this review. Stay tuned. Roll to the critics. Bam! When you raise up the garage, honey, there's cars. Look at my house. Hollywood ain't checking for you, and Atlanta is checking for me. That's why you said bothered. Bothered? Really? Let's stop talking about what happened back in. Let's talk about what happens now. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Get your life. Season 7, episode 11. Now let's get into it. We open up this episode starting back with the cattiness and all the reading. I'm not even going to say reading. I'm just going to say it wasn't even to get your life. It wasn't even to getting you together type thing. It was basically childish. I'm going to throw slugs at you. You're going to throw slugs at me. I'm going to talk about what I Googled you on, and I'm going to talk about what everybody else was talking about. So there really wasn't nothing. But I do commend Claudia for like standing up because the whole persona around this episode is basically, and basically even with the whole season, that nobody can beat Nene, but even Claudia can't even beat Nene. Because watching this episode really, really didn't make me feel like that Claudia got Nene together or whether Nene was bothered, because I don't think Nene was even bothered because everything that she threw at Nene was from the blog. Everything she threw at Nene was what we've been talking about on YouTube. We've been talking about comments, talking about the shade we've been throwing in Twitter and Black Twitter. So it really really wasn't nothing. So like I said on my last review, that only way you're gonna get Nene together is talk about her personality and get her together. Like say if she do something where she know it was shady or she know it was wrong, then you just stop and say, you know what, let's quit it because this is catty. We're grown A women and we're gonna get this out. But Claudia started that way, but she didn't finish that way. So really, if you would have came at her like that and say, hey, let the only way you're gonna get Nene together where it's gonna be effective, where you're gonna touch and agree with her soul, her spirit, and her whole persona, is you're gonna have to get her personality. You can't talk about her checks because she got it. You can't talk about her money because she got it. You can't talk about her credentials because she got it. And you can't talk really. You can't talk about. You can talk about her appearance, but that ain't nothing because she don't care. Because like I said in the last video, she's serving you Beyonce. Beyonce wore them bangs on purpose. She know them bangs wouldn't cut right. She know people was gonna talk about them, but because she know how to do the media and how to incorporate the media in her life to get you on board with the teas that she's serving, she does it anyway. She's gonna take it off when she wanna take it off. Now Nene been serving us butch cut, grass cutting wigs, like somebody to edge that hair up and cut it with the edges that you cut grass with, and she's been serving that 3 episodes in a row. And then every once in a while she gives us the swoop with the little Shirley Temple curl. But she does not care, and she was laughing at the wig herself because she does not like it. So you talking about her wig, you talking about her clothes, you can't talk about nobody, Claudia, because what is your credentials? I don't. Claudia, let me give you a preach boy sermon. Turn your Bible to Get Your Life, chapter 2, verse 8. Claudia, what? Let the anointing flow through. Claudia, the reed that you were serving was not read. It's like Andy gave you a list of things to say. You're gonna checkpoint, choose what you're gonna say, and we're gonna shoot the scene right here. Cut. This is not what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to say this. You're supposed to say this about her. Action. And then she said it. So her comment of Nene's ladder was, yes, okay, we know you got a little bit of balls. Yeah, you got a little bit of oomph. You've been watching the episode. You've been studying. But it's not even Nene is unbothered. It's not touching, it's not agreeing, it's not even affecting her. Maybe she may be a little bothered because she can come back as fast as she's wanted to, but everything you said, everybody has been saying. So, bye. And then let me get you together right quick, because I don't accept nothing you have to say, nothing you serving on this show, anyway, coming from a B who was broke, who was bankrupt, but then want to go in on tying the person who gave you a job and gave you an extra start. Because you can't act no better about nobody. You can't even talk about Nene's hair or Nene's wardrobe because that bob was nothing. It was serving nothing. That was straight off of buyawig.com. And you know they wigs ain't nothing. I'm pretty sure they ain't even real. Of course it ain't real because you ain't never heard of it. I just made that up myself. That wig, that hair you were serving was a no ma'am. What you had on was a no ma'am. How you gonna be talking about you with the beauties, but Kenya is serving and Cynthia is serving? You're serving nothing. Nene looks the way she wanna look. But when Nene wants to get up and serve, she can serve. But the only thing about Nene is her hair. A lot of times we don't agree with her hair, but at the end of the day, if Nene wants to go get snatched, she can go get snatched if you want to. But she don't have that. You can't get snatched because you're on a number 1 rated reality show and the only African American reality show on the Bravo franchise, and you're lucky a bomb boo bye mess. Now, the doors of the church are open. Let us pray for Claudia, her reeds, and her hair that was flipped over. Okay, we're done. Back to the review. Now, after the reading session, the girls split up. Now, let me put this out there. Kenya said in her confessional that Nene is the puppet master, and Nene said that Kenya is the puppet master. Last couple of seasons ago, Nene was supposed to be the puppet master of the talls, and Kim was the puppet master of the smalls. Now it seems like this Bravo is doing this dividing session again, but at the end of the day, whether Bravo is initiating or it's not, the ladies are dividing themselves because nobody asked Demetria, nobody asked Claudia, and nobody asked Cynthia, and nobody asked Kenya to get their behind up and go talk about the mess and go talk about this and that and the other. Nene didn't get up. They stayed seated. Y'all got up and wanted to divide yourself. Because if it was me, if I was a Bravo and I was holding a peach, I wouldn't have been on nobody's side. I would have got Nene together and I would have got Claudia together and recognized Demetria. This is not y'all. This is not y'all was brought here on expense paid trip to have fun and to see Demetria perform and see her in her element. But my thing is, I can see why Demetria is not getting her peach or did not get a peach because you paid for all of this, or your man paid for all this, or even if Bravo paid for this, it's still up in your name. So why didn't you say something when these two were going? And you should have stopped it. Kumbaya made all of them apologize to each other and had a good time. But no, you couldn't do that. But y'all got up and wanted to be messy and said this, that, and the other while they sat at the table and said this, that, and the other. But me, I wouldn't been on nobody's side. I was up all of them together and I already got up, got my behind up, and went back to my room. I'm not even gonna go in because it's not the type of review because the episode gave me my life. It was a get your life review. This is a get your life review. Like I gave Claudia her life, gave her preach board sermon. I'm gonna give somebody else a preach for some, as we go on. But them going back at each other was very funny to me because even though it was not a reading session, them slugs that Nene Storm was it was touching the green with Claudia's son because at the end of the day, even though Nene could have resulted to something better than other than money, but it was getting caught because we don't know Claudia ain't serving nobody nothing, and the only reason why she got her peace because she had a balls enough to go at Nene, and Bravo recognized stuff like that. Pow! Claudia apologizes to Cynthia, she apologized to Kenya, and she apologized to Demetria for the way she acted, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, if never mind. Bye. I'm off. Everybody wakes up. Nene and Portia is having lunch with Phaedra, and they're having some type of bread and salad, some type of Puerto Rican attire food. And they're talking about Nene. It's like, I slept on it, and I did not sleep well at night because I did not feel right about what happened between me and Claudia. Which, at the end of the day, everybody feels like they need to get Nene together, and Nene is this and Nene is that. Nene is the head honcho of Real Housewives of Atlanta. She might not have the power to hire and fire, but she has the point to select, to give her opinions of who stays and who goes and who comes in and who leaves. She has that type of respect. She's the only original lady, and Nene knows what she is doing. But people will fail to realize this is a reality show. They're here to entertain you, give you your life, snatch your life, and give it back to you in bits and pieces so you can tune in every week from the first episode to the last episode and give you your life in 3-part reunions that they drag every doggone year. Pow! So when you get somebody like Nene that says, I feel bad about what happened, I need to apologize, take it, leave it, and pow. Because at the end of the day, she did start it, but at the end of the day, if Nene feels she needs to apologize, let her apologize and let her do it. Because y'all always talking about that Nene don't never take responsibility, but she's taking responsibility now, and y'all always talking about, well, Nene don't apologize, she don't take responsibility, she doesn't do this, and like Kenya said in her review on her green screen, Nene is a puppet master and talk about, now, did anybody at the table tell Nene that it was wrong, or did Nene tell anybody that what Phaedra was doing was wrong? Yes, she did. Y'all talk about that, ooh, Nene doesn't do this, Nene should have told Phaedra, but they're back gassing Phaedra up. But no, Nene told Phaedra in this episode that, hey, boo, you was going in on Demetra, and you were reading her, you were giving her life. Boom, she did it. Pow. So before you talk, watch the episode. Do it. Ooh, I sounded like Cynthia, and I gave you a little bit of charade. Ooh, y'all can tell I've been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta season 1. Good Lord. Looking at what Phaedra said, even though I came off that she was being shady, but even with her performance attire and even her attire from when she first came on, Phaedra was not lying, boo. Your career as a pop star not going nowhere, and your attire, I don't know what. I don't know. You've been in the social light of Atlanta long enough to get some good people on your side to style you, because whoever is styling you, they don't look good themselves. So how they gonna style you and they look a mess? Catch that tea. No tea, no shade, but catch. Cynthia and Kenya all go out. They go out, have drinks. Order their pina coladas. They're at the place where pina coladas was first started, where it became that. So they get their pina coladas. They go out and have fun. Talk about what happened last night. Talking about Nene and talking about Portia. I mean, my thing is, I'm going to get to that Portia situation when we get to the thing what's happening on the bus, because that was devious, that was wrong. And Claudia, I'm going to get you together again. Kenya, I'm going to get you together again, because you two have no space, no room, no vacancy to talk, to speak on nobody's relationship, especially Kenya. But we gonna get there, and Kenya, I'm gonna get you together. You gonna get a preach for a sermon also. Get your Bibles out. But anyway, they talk about what happened last night, have drinks, have fun, and that was that. I'm not even gonna commemorate on it, because they always shoot a scene about something big that happens. Everybody goes on to the respectable places, get drinks, talk about it. That's reality. They always do that, and throw shade in a confession. But let me get to the shade in the confession, though. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This whole episode, and ever since the breakup, ever since the made up season, the breakup and makeup, when everybody got together and cleared the air, is it me? But I never seen Portia in her confessions. I never seen Portia speak anything else after they made up and hugged it out, whether Portia wanted to hug it out or not. I never seen Portia talk about Kenya or mention Kenya in her confessionals about anything else. But I'm steady seeing Kenya getting her confessionals, and even on this episode, all of Kenya's confessionals, shade throwing and digging was at Portia, throwing shade at Portia. But I'm trying to figure out that you talking about you want to clear the air, that you talking about you want to clear the air and tired of going to events, not knowing if Portia is going to drag you or beat you up again. But you claim you from Detroit, you claim you from the heart of Detroit. Girl, bye, because you getting on my last. last nerve because you claim you don't want no drama. You claim you want to be free. You tired of the drama, but you steady getting your doggone confessions talking about Portia. And you already know they shoot the scenes, and after months after they shoot the scenes to get the episodes together, they call everybody back for green screen. So what the hell is the tea? What is it? Like, I just want to slap the hell out of Kenya. I really do. Because you always want to play the victim, but you steady throwing these that this girl ain't even bothered with you. Nobody care about you. Girl, bye. Now, let me get back to that thing with the Cynthia, Claudia, and Kenya. Cynthia talk about beast and talking about this, and Kenya talking about you can't put makeup on the pig, but there still be a beast. I'm gonna need you to get your reeds together and get your dicks together because that did not make no sense. Because you can't talk about nobody with makeup because your skin look like Teflon. A pig skin look better than your skin. Now let's get you together. You can't talk about nobody's looks. Because when the last time you been on somebody's runway? When the last time you produced a movie? When the last time you was on somebody's pageant, hosted somebody's pageant, or even gave a pageant? And Cynthia is getting on my last nerve. Because she wants, it's one thing to have your balls and get your life and have your backbone. But then we don't have to bring it up because just last season and just a couple of seasons ago, but when you was introduced to Atlanta, you couldn't talk about nobody with your little butch haircut. And who got you together and who got you your life? Who introduced you to the social life of Atlanta? Nene Leakes. But now, since you got your little since you got your little baby agency, which is stealing money and not giving people what they want, because I done heard about your complaints, I done read your reviews, and they are not good. But since you got a little and got your little backbone, and think you not friends with Nene and doing this and that and other, but you sure got a lot to say. You sure have a lot to say. Talking about if being away from Nene is wrong, I don't want to be right. But if it wasn't for Nene, you would have been by yourself. Because it was Nene taking up for you when the Smalls was getting you together. And at the end of the day, Nene knew that you was a puppet dog. That's why you got treated accordingly. But now you got a little now you want to get with Kenya, and the whole thing is that crew is the crew that don't like Nene. They kind of cool with everybody else. They only take shots at Portia because Portia kind of gives them their dig, but Portia get themselves together, and Kenya should be the last one. Even Kenya should be the last one putting Portia name in her mouth after you got embarrassed. So I don't know why you still even bringing up Portia's name, because Portia would get you and your life together. Portia would even get Cynthia together, and Portia can get Claudia together. But we're gonna get on that. But anyway, before Candy's getting ready to do the redo from the Candy Coach Night Party because of the drama that Go Shay, Gotcha, Gotta Get Your Mo, Coochie, and whatever her name is, who's dating Lala cousin Dice, if they even still together. Because I done heard some things about her, but no shade, no tea. Demetria stopped by not King Phaedra's room and apologized to her. And everybody's like, you know what, if it was me, the things that Phaedra was throwing at her, I wouldn't apologize. But yes, that shows the bigger person, because if she was gonna go in on Phaedra about her shade, you should have brought in the husband. Because at the end of the day, Demetria, Phaedra is married, whether her marriage is going down in flames or whether that or not. Phaedra was still married. She had a happy home at the time. She had kids by him. But your person that you claim you're in love with on and off 8 years is not even claiming you, for one. Two, he's sleeping on with other women. And three, you got people coming in your circle telling you stuff that you don't even know about your man. But let's get on the happy note. I commend you for apologizing. I commend you for doing it because you did not have to bring up her man's age. You don't know her like that. Just like she don't know you like that. But I commend you for apologizing. Of course, yes, you shouldn't have went there, and thank you for clearing the air. And thank you for Faith for not throwing too much shade. I kind of caught a little bit of shade, but you know what? We all recognize that. But anyway, kumbaya moments. I love kumbaya moments in reality shows because it don't have to be all about drama. So everyone arrives at bedroom candy redo at the beach. Portia comes out serving you booty for days, titty for days, hair for days, and face for days. Lord, Portia is so doggone fine. And I can believe Cordell did not say that. But I'm liking this new Portia. And I even liked the Portia when she first came on because unlike the other ladies, Portia was a true. Let me get on a little preach boy status. Let me give you preach boy status right now. Portia was a little bit, I would say, a little bit naive in her marriage, but Portia was a woman in her marriage. Portia loved her man in her marriage. Portia respected her marriage, and Portia loved her husband in that marriage. And Portia was an example of what a submissive wife and a submissive woman, which the Bible speaks about. But of course, the ladies had their own viewpoint of what it was because they're used to, because they're the breadwinners in the family. But I like this new Portia. I don't care if she's sleeping with a married man or not because I don't know. And I don't know what she's sleeping with, and I would never talk about who she's sleeping with because I'm not in her coochie. I'm not her clique. I'm not her walls, and I'm not in the bed with her who she's sleeping with. So if she's sleeping with a African and getting coins about it, okay, I don't care. Kudos to you, Portia. But I don't think that a lot of the things is coming from that married man because you forgot. Portia is a socialite now. Everybody knows Portia, and Portia has a successful business, and Portia has a successful business. Portia is still getting checks from Real Housewives of Atlanta, even though she's a friend of the damn show. So let's get back off of her coochie. Let's get back off of her clique and start off of her walls, and let's get off of Portia, and let's hop on Kenya. Let's hop on Claudia, but we gonna get there when we get to the bus. Then I'm gonna save my wreath. I'm gonna save my wreath. I'm gonna save my aim. And we're gonna open up the doors of the church again once we get to the bus. But for once in this episode, we had a good event, a Candace redo. Everybody put aside their differences and had fun passing the dildos, this, that, and the other. And I'm not gonna get into the shade because they always throw shade in the confessional. But excuse me. But anyway, that's that. So we're gonna get to the ending. I'm gonna cut everything else out, and we're gonna get to the bus scene. The bus scene, everybody's talking. Arrives on the bus. Everybody dressed real nice, very classy. Everybody's giving life in their own way. But anyway, get to the bus scene. Everybody's getting ready to arrive to Claudia's event. She's getting ready to come out with her new single 100, which is on iTunes. Go get that because I love that song. It's a very good song. Her performance was okay, but we're gonna get to the bus scene. We're gonna cut this review out because I'm already over a minute. But anyway, everybody's talking, so Nene stopped and apologized. Start her apology off by, I never want to cut anybody accolades out. If you accomplish those accolades, I would give that to you. I would never discredit you. And you know what? People said many times that the new normal was canceled and Glee was canceled and this, that, and other. But I'm here to let you know that the Queen Nene of Real Housewives of Atlanta is doing Broadway, and I would be happy to give everybody tickets and invite friends to come see your girl on Broadway. This and the other. She began to apologize to Claudia and this and that. And Claudia pissed me off like Trick. Don't act like you was all innocent. Don't act like Nene just came for you. You was throwing dick. You was talking about her hair. You was talking about her piece. You was talking about her accolades, this and that and other. But you have nothing bringing to the table of Real Housewives of Atlanta. What are you bringing? Nothing. We know nothing about Claudia Jordan. We know nothing at all. Nene begins to apologize for her accolades. Nene is not going to apologize about the dig throwing because Claudia started the dig throwing, but Nene initiated the argument. So she apologized about discrediting her. She's talking about, well, I'm neither nor who, I'm not this. Basically, keep bringing on the drama so Claudia can get more camera time. That's what she's doing because it's everybody else who had a problem with Nene, and even when Nene was dead wrong, when Nene apologizes, even if it wasn't a full fair apology, nobody kept harping on it. Everybody accepted the apology and moved on. But Claudia, girl, bye. You pissed me off like, bitch, excuse me, I didn't want to say that. But accept the apology and move the hell on. Go get your life, go find it, and go live it. Bye. This situation, Claudia then gets off the knee and try to come for Portia. Now, what you would not do is come for Portia. Okay? You would not come for Portia because our Portia is like, you know what? You apologize to me, apologize. Let's just cut it out and let's be here for Demetria. Let's clear the air. The air is clear. You apologize, move it on. And then Claudia wants to get her on camera time. She's still auditioning for her peach, so she's gonna go to go come for Portia. I'm talking about well, you know why you're laughing and giggling, which I didn't find funny when I was being called a whore. She has no ties to you and she don't care about you. You're not friends with her. She don't care about you. So why the hell are you worried about what is coming out of her mouth when you're being called a whore? When you basically almost kind of went in and kind of put the negative energy in the air with this argument. Nobody cares about you, Claudia. Go sit down. Go have an Atlanta Dome stadium of seats. Go have them and sit down, okay? Go find some beats, okay? Go find some beats, if you need me. We talk about, well, I know for a fact that the African married man that you're going with is married and buying you that Rolls Royce. And she sort of, hold on, let me stop you right there. You know nothing about me and you are in line. That is, and then Bravo brings up, Beast got, you know, that you can tell when Bravo ain't got nothing. Why blog? And what I did not like about the situation with Claudia, why are you on her coochie? You mad because she getting bagged, and you're mad because she's living her life? What the hell you mad for? Because you can't do that? What the hell you mad for? Because you ain't got no man? What the hell you mad for? Because people keep using you and eating you out and ain't giving you a check? You ain't got nothing to claim for. You living in that rundown apartment in Atlanta with no furniture in your apartment? But you're mad. You're mad because she's living her life. She was married. She was married, living the life, and now she's independent. She has her own business. She has her own corporation. Go Naked Hair is selling because I know plenty of people who are buying it, and she's getting her check. She's getting her check, unlike you, who you're only claim to fame is Real Housewives of Atlanta and maybe the Foxhole show. And if it wasn't for Tiny Tamika Cotto Harris giving you a start on her show on BH1, nobody would know who the hell Claudia Jordan was. So what? But you're trying to go into somebody who's independent, who's doing her thing, but you ain't doing your thing? Okay. So what? What's the deal? And then Teflon Skin, Kendall over there, King, aka Kenya, wants to jump in. Oh, Nene, you didn't know she was married? What the hell? Because, bitch, last time I checked, you were sporting around a invisible African man who wasn't giving you nothing. Okay? You was driving a Bentley bought by a African man. So what are you talking about? You're mad because her man is actually real. You mad because he's actually buying her stuff. And if you don't know whether the man is married or not, whether she's with the African man or not, Africans are nice. And if you've been friendly with them, they will buy you stuff. My mother works for Africans, even though they're stingy, but some of them are nice. If you're friends with them, they probably buy you a Bentley because they got it like that. The last time I checked, Kendall. Last time I checked, your first boyfriend was rented. You paid him to be on the show, but you can pay the African man because he did not want to be on the show. You didn't have enough coins to get him on the show, so we never seen your African man. But you want to come for Portia because she's living a life. She has a successful business, but what do you have? Nothing at all. I'm off of that. I'm done. The ladies arrived late. The ladies arrived late to the performance. They hear the last music. The last of Claudia's music. She brings out the bread up on her new hit single 100, which is on iTunes. Go get that. She killed and she slayed the performance. I love the little ratchet she gave. The ladies go hug her, support her. They take the photo that she guys can send on the Castaway Instagram. That was the photo that was shot at the end of this episode. But next week, I'm going to give Claudia and Kenya a good reading Stay tuned. This has been Recap with J.DAREL. This is Jock Play of Preacher Boy TV. Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 7, Episode 11. This is Get Your Life Review. Stay tuned next week. Peace.